welcome back. I'm on page 10 of the text, and there are 8 vocabulary words that I want us to pull out of the reading. I need to make sure that you understand what these big words mean. So if you zoom in, or I'm zooming in to your notepad, let's start writing our vocabulary words. The first one that I picked out is lofty. L-O-F, and let me get a pen that you can actually see. Let's try this one. L-O-F-T-Y, lofty. Then I chose valor, valor. Vigilance, vigilance, vigilance. This next one's a whopper. Perseverance, perseverance. And do you see how I am spelling these by syllables? I'm saying per as I'm writing perseverance. That is as much for me as it is for you. Even if I'm not recording a video and I'm trying to spell a word, because the letters tend to jumble up in my head, I spell them by syllables, and that helps me to keep those syllables straight and in order. And instead of spelling that huge word, I'm spelling those 4 smaller parts. And I still make mistakes. That's why I have a good dictionary. But this is one way to help you with spelling. The next one is justice. 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 Independence. Independence. In the pen dence. Independence. I lost my 5th grade spelling bee for this word because I made this letter an A. I said independence, and I lost the 5th grade spelling bee. So this is one word that I will never forget how to spell. Next word is heavens. And then purity. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Okay, we need to put these words in alphabetical order, and I'm going to make the letters red for that. So I'm going to write the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Some people with learning difficulties have trouble remembering that alphabet in order. So if you need to write it down, that is fine. Just write it on scrap paper. Nobody's going to know the difference. And if they do, who cares? It's none of their business anyway. Okay. I want to look at my list of words. And remember, when we do alphabetical order, we're looking at the first letters only. Okay. So we're looking down through here. We're looking for any letter A, and we do not have that. So we go to B, nothing there. C, D, E, F, G, H. And we have the word heavens. So we're going to call that number 1. So we've gotten all the way down to H's. Then we have I. We have independence. J, we have justice. K, no. L, we have lofty. That's number 4. M, N, O, P is purity. Q R S. Whoops, what did I do? Did you catch it? You see why this is a challenge for me. I need to erase, and you can mark out if you need to, that's fine. Actually, you don't want to do that. I want to make a, because what did I do? We have PU and PE. PE comes before PU. So we need to make perseverance be number 5 and purity be number 6. I do it all the time. Sorry about that. TU, and I do have 2 with V. I have VA and VI. A comes before I, so we're going to make valor number 7 and vigilance number 8. So if you have 2 of them that begin with the same letter, you go to the second letter or the third or the fourth, ever how many you have to go to know which of those comes first. So this is alphabetical order, and then we have no more words, so we're finished. Or some people call this dictionary order, but I always called it alphabetical. Okay, let's learn what these words mean. So the first one in our alphabetical order is heavens. So I'm going to put that one first. Heavens. Okay. Heavens. And I'm pretty sure this is right. I should have double checked it before I started, but I believe it breaks right there. I could be wrong on that. It's not that important. Just hear the 2 syllables. Heavens. Heavens. It actually may be the other way. I need to check this. So I'm going to put a question mark there. We'll check it in just a second. Okay, heavens. The sky and outer space. The sky and outer space. It can also refer to the atmosphere. And since these definitions both start with the, we're talking about a noun. This is a place. So let's go ahead and list our part of speech. And I'm going to show you how to check your syllables, because we don't need to just assume it's okay. If you're not sure about something, go look it up. Don't just assume it's okay, because then the next time you're not going to know. So I'm going to go to the internet, and I'm going to type in number of syllables. You could probably just type syllables in heavens. So you just put your word in and then hit go or click however you want to do it. And it's asking us or it's showing us a lot of different options. I like this one, the syllables count. And they do use cookies. I don't mind that for some things. So it says, it tells you how to pronounce. It will tell you how to read the word. It gives you lots of synonyms and all kinds of things. It's very interesting to look at that if you want to see the syllables. But right here is what I'm looking for, where they show us, I use the dot, but they're showing us the break. It should break between the V and the N. And we're putting an S on our word, but that's okay. So I go back to our notebook and we have this correct. I truly was not sure. So we checked it. That's what we needed to do. Don't be lazy. Just check and then you'll know. Okay, that's the vocabulary word, and I believe we were underlining those. So let's keep that pattern. That's a form of annotating. Number 2 is independence. N D pen dence. Independence. They're all E's. And here's the sound spelling. N, duh, or D. I like to say it D. Pen, dunce. And this one is the schwa sound. Independence. Independence or independence. And independence means not needing help or support. If you live in your own house and have a job and you support yourself, you are independent. So independence is not needing help or support. And this is a noun. This is a state of being. Independence. And that's a tough word. That's a long word. All of these are tough words. They're words that we don't hear often. Number 3 is justice. It comes from the word just, which means fair. Justice. It has 2 syllables. Just, justice. And justice is fair treatment. If you live in a just society, that means that all people are treated fairly. And justice is a noun. It's an idea, a concept. So it's a thing, essentially. Okay, so that's our word. The next one, number 4, is lofty. This is a word that you may have never seen before. It's not a common word at all, but it has lof, T, and the Y sounds like the long E, lofty. Lofty means tall or high. You often hear people talk about lofty goals. And that means that they're aiming for high goals. They want lots of good things in life. They're not satisfied with just being the same. They aim high. So lofty means tall or high, and this is an adjective. It's telling us what kind. So lofty is the word of distinction. It's an adjective that means tall or high. Number 5. This is a tough word to spell. Perseverance. Perseverance. That is a big word. 4 syllables. Per. Here's your schwa. Sa. Ver. That's an R controlled vowel. Unts. And that's really schwa again. Perseverance. Perseverance is persistence. Persistence in doing something. If I have a student in my class and he is there every time we have class, he never ever stops trying, that student is showing perseverance, persistence in doing something. This is the person who never stops. They never quit. They never give up. That is perseverance. And that's a noun. It's a thing. Number 6. This one you've probably heard before. Purity. When you see snow that has just fallen and there's no dirt, there are no leaves, it's just white, smooth snow, that's an example of purity. Purity means cleanness, pure, T, 3 syllables, that's the EE, purity. And I just used the word cleanness. Something that's pure is clean. It's unblemished. And this is a noun. Purity is a thing, an idea or a concept. Purity. Number 7 is valor. Valor. Val, and this is R controlled, valor, or valor. Valor is great courage in the face of danger. One example that comes to mind is Mr. Rob O'Neill, who was the Navy SEAL who shot and killed Osama bin Laden. Rob O'Neill and his fellow SEALs had to go into the compound where Osama bin Laden was hiding. And they knew, I've heard Mr. O'Neill say, we knew that we probably would not come out alive. That at least not all of us would come out alive. But they went anyway. And that is an example of valor. It is courage in the face of danger. It's bravery when things are desperate. And our last word, valor is a noun. Our last word is vigilance. 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 Lance. Vigilance is careful watch. An example of this one, if your baby is very sick and fevered at night, would you go to sleep and just leave her in her crib? No. You would sit by her bed. You would keep a careful watch. That is vigilance. It's being watchful and careful in a situation. Vigilance is a noun also. It is considered to be a thing. So a lot of nouns in this category. All right, so we have 8 new words for this passage. And these are good American history words that relate to the symbols and colors of our American flag.